We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for this real taller high. We going live on a televised on to blue skies. We on that Friday night Knicks with our Knicks constituents. Lift the altar drip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. This real talk brand. You know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan. People in the action. Getting the people reacting. Leading up to Knicks and he getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We seen the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. The New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. We're about to get me a nice cipher with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We and Gotham getting it popping in the Apple Rotten. Rep the home, met the popping, stopping on the Apple Rotten. It's Knicks Real Talk, the team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cops got a spot and dropping some of the hottest Knicks content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We Yes. What's good, everybody? We in the building, man, for the day, man. It's the Sunday Convo. Knicks Real Talk, Divine, Shop Powers. We about to hold it down, man. Get into this thing today for a while. Hope everybody had a good Sunday, man. Everybody doing well. Y'all here doing a damn thing, man. So I'm hoping y'all do what y'all doing, man. Staying healthy, staying wealthy, staying wise, all that good stuff. But let me bring my partner in crime in the building, my brother Shop Powers. Shop, what's popping?
Ain't nothing, Divine, man. What's going on? What's going on, family in the chat? What's going on with you, Divine? Beautiful Sunday. I mean, on that grind. Get ready for work tomorrow. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yo, salute to the chat, man, and the family, everybody. Peace to the God, Allah wide. What's good, my brother? Knowledge over there. Fabian, what's good? John McDonald, my man. Chef NYK, what's good, my man? Real quick before we get into the Knicks stuff, just let me give a shout out to the 2024 USA. I'm at the USA Olympic team, all the countries. What a beautiful Olympic they had this year, man. Everybody winning gold medals, silver medals, bronze. A lot of good sports going on over there. So salute to the Olympic Committee for putting out a beautiful Olympics out there in France and Paris this year. Great job. I was watching the closing ceremony earlier. It was just nice, man. I can't wait to 2028. We're going to be in Los Angeles with the Olympics, and me and my wife going to be there. We going out. So let you know. So I'm going to the Olympics in 2000, taking that bucket list experience in Los Angeles in 4 years from now. God willing, everybody good, we healthy, we wealthy and wise, and all that stuff. We still around to do this thing. So other than that, man, let's get into the Knicks thing. Shop Powers. Season about to come back around with the ball play pretty soon. After this month, you got training camp about to pop off. Next thing you know, after that, man, be ready for the season, man. Been a great summer so far. I think the Knicks did pretty well this summer overall. Trading, signing, extending, drafting. I think so far we had a pretty good summer overall this year. I'm pretty happy with what we got going into the regular season. Anything still can happen between now and then, but the way we presently constructed, we look pretty good. So I'm excited about the way the team and the front office and everybody took care of their business. They stood on business this summer. Did some great things for the Knicks, man. So I'm really looking forward to this team. I like what they got there. I like every position they got there, man. Obviously, we probably still inclined to get a center backup maybe. But after seeing Jerkelson working out this year, after bringing Precious Chua back, I think even we go into the season with what we have, I think we're a pretty good basketball team. So what's your overall feeling about the team this summer, man, the things that they did, and how you feel about the team so far this year?
Yeah, man. Salute to the front office, man, because these guys have really did some things that, a lot of Knicks fans didn't expect. And they're still working. They're still grinding. You know what I mean? They still got time to make some moves and stuff like that. They still got I think it's the MLE one of those exceptions that they got for another spot. And just to throw it out there, to throw the monkey wrench into the chat, don't be surprised if Archie Dinacchio comes back. All right, on that
Right.
you know what I mean. Don't be
Right.
surprised. But
Right.
with that being said, man, Precious Achua, you know, is back under the Knicks regime. You know what I mean? And if he sparks off this year and plays very well, he'll be here for the rest of the year. Jericho Sims, they got a lot of things out there. Sean Jericho Sims taking left-hand jump shots, right-hand jump hooks, left-hand jump hooks, taking short jump shots, you know what I mean? Trying to control his maneuverability and trying to get him more inclined to the basketball game. And if you didn't know, and I'm pretty sure everybody have seen the stuff about Jericho Sims, he was kind of hurt last couple of years. You know what I mean? He had the thumb, and then he had the shoulder. I think it was the shoulder or the arm, shoulder, arm. Some part of it. He had first it was the thumb, then it was the thumb, and then it was the shoulder or some part of his arm. So hopefully he come back in this year and be a little bit more productive. You know what I mean? And help us out this year. He's been here for 3 seasons. This will be his 3rd season, right there. This will be his 3rd season. So he should want to come in 4th. This will be his 4th season. So this is his senior year of being a New York Knicks. So he needs to come out and shine this year. You know, everyone takes away from Jericho Sims, but he may be something that jumps off the table this year. And I mean, being a offensive rebounding juggernaut, staying on the floor instead of getting up fake to death and jumping out the rim. And with some of these guys on the team, you know, depending on who he's on the who he's playing with, you know, making excel his game, you know, taking it to the rim because he's a very high jumper and he loves to throw the ball down. So we got some guys that can pass him the ball now, like Mikal Bridges and Tyler Kolek and so on and so forth. So it's just going to be a very interesting season this year. We got a call back. We got a standard 9-man rotation right now. And we got some guys that are really good ancillary pieces that sit on the bench.
Yo, peace of my A like in the chat. Peace of the God, Allah wise was good, my brother. Salute to you. Chef NYK. I think Ian Bentley said something they might have missed out on resorts, but that cat looked rugged though. Chef NYK. I know they had a thing out there with Ian Begley saying that they might have kind of missed that boat. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. But they definitely were trying to get him from what I hear, but they probably might have been a little bit too late or some of that nature. So we had to see how it goes. I'm not sure. 100%.
I think I heard something about us having his rights.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So this was a couple of years ago. I think it was I don't want to throw, I think it was 2020 or something like that. A couple of years ago, 2020, maybe 2021, that we had a chance to get him, but they couldn't work out something with the France team that he's playing with and stuff like that. But I believe we still have his rights from a trade from here, from some trade that how we got that rights, we end up getting his rights. And so if he ever does, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% about this. So, but I think if he ever decides to come to play in the NBA, I think they have to contact the Knicks first, I think, because of his rights, because the Knicks own his rights, quote unquote, I believe. So, you know, that's how that goes. But he was playing strong over there in Paris. He was doing his damn thizzle. It looked like he ended up getting Gobert to sit down on the bench for a nice amount of minutes. You know what I mean? Maybe Gobert wanted to relax and not hurt himself because the new year's coming up. But he definitely went out there and produced. And something that the Knicks look at. I think he's 6'9", 6'10", dominating, aggressive, goes for every ball on the, you know, a New York Knicks player for real.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, Rasul, I agree with you. We do have a lot of guards, my man, especially with the acquisition of Cameron Payne. Kolek, he trying to come in there. You know, I was watching Kolek real quick, and we'll get into the show itinerary, but I'm glad we got the chat. I can talk about the things they put in there. We do have a lot of guards here, you know what I mean? And but I have seen Kolek in there with Chris Brinkley, in the gym doing his damn thing. Is he gonna make that? Is he gonna be in that rotation? I don't know. But I know he should be on the main roster because I think Cameron Payne and Deuce McBride is one of the main topics of the show today. And we'll get into that later on down the line. But yeah, you're right, Rasul. We do have a lot of guards, so they got some decisions to make for sure. with the guard situation in New York. So let's hope that may the best man win in training camp. That's all they can do. Go in there, see go mano mano, get each other, see who Tim's gonna pick. So that's a good thing about having an open training camp. You go in there, if you could do the damn thing, then you make it happen. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. Salute to everybody in the building. AP, my man, was good. Nick 100, GM, Decade, it was good, my man. Imperial, salute to you. Rasul, everybody, man, salute to y'all. Good to be here on a good Sunday combo. Me and Sha Paoli in the building, man. And like I said, the Olympics was awesome. You know, and I was happy about that. Like Andrew said, women's got the gold, men got the gold. Chef Curry was cooking all over the place. So it was nice to see, man. We're really good. It was good, inspirational feeling to see the Olympics and the way they held it down this year. Salute to that, to the Olympics this year in 2024. Like I said earlier, 2028 we'll be in Los Angeles. It'll be good. But you know, Shaw Powers, you know, I guess the first topic of the day we can really pop off, man, which was, and that's only rightfully deserved, is the Jalen Brunson effect, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what else to say. Captain Jalen Brunson, first captain in the last 8 years. Well deserved. This man came to New York and helped turn his franchise completely 360 degrees, may I say. Jalen Brunson is the epitome of what a basketball player should be, especially playing in one of the biggest stages in the world, in Madison Square Garden, obviously in the Mecca of basketball, where he got groups for days. So when I found out that the Knicks made him a captain, that was well deserved, well earned. Cat put up some gaudy numbers last year. Not last year, the past season, part of me. It ain't the last, but it's the past. He put up some great numbers for the Knicks, led us to another second round playoff run, and to the second round. We didn't get the third because of injuries, but the man really put up some good numbers last year. Shot Powell, I'm so excited about. We finally having that one position in New York that's been nagging us for so many years, that point guard position. This man comes here in 2 years and literally helps turn this franchise 360 degrees, you know, 120 up and down. You know what I mean? I'm like, so I can't say enough about him and what he did, and I'm looking forward to this year. Hopefully his injury from the playoffs healed real well, and you know, and he really come out here this year focused. He got a good team around him, got a lot of floor spacing around him. With Julius Randle coming back healthy, Mitchell Roberts coming back healthy, and with the acquisition of Mikal Bridges, we already had Anunoby there with him coming healthy. So Jalen Brunson got a lot of good firepower around him, man. He really got some, and I think you're gonna see the best of this cat this year. 27-8 numbers last year, 28.7. Pardon me, I'll put up his stat line right quick there. You go on the ticker. You know, last year the cat went 422 points, 28.7 a game. Shaw Powell, the cat shot down to 40 from the floor, 41 from downtown, 84 for the charity stripe. I mean, his PER was 23.4. You got some guys who's supposed to be criminal. The Crim got like 16-point PERs. Jalen Brunson came in here and represented for the New York Knicks last year. So to see him get honored, the Knicks have stored that honor on him with being a captain. Only so many guys earned that title in New York. What do you think about what happened with him and how you feel about him earning that captain model? Because I think it's well deserved, man. To be honest with you, Jalen Brunson is the real deal for New York, man, for sure.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson right now for the Knicks, as that he's coming here and he's done his thing, and he deserved the title of being captain. You know what I mean? And the way he saluted himself when they asked him and talked about it, he was you know, a little abrupt, and you know, it was like, oh wow, you know, that's a, you know, a great thing, and blah blah blah. And you know, he really speaks well, you know what I mean? And he's been a New York Knicks since he's been a little dude. You know what I mean? Taking pictures with Patrick Ewing and oh my God, I forgot the other center, I'll get his name and stuff like that. Taking a couple of pictures that you seen with him, with probably the whole team back then in that 90s era and stuff like that. So the one big thing I want to say about Jalen Brunson, there was a poll that's out now, you know what I mean? And for the top point guards of the NBA for this year coming up for 24-25. Mm-hmm. And the first name on the list is Luka Doncic. The second name on the list is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the third name on the list is Jalen Brunson. Mm-hmm. How much props he has gotten from last year and what he has put in his team in the last 2 years that he has gotten to be mentioned against to be the top 3 against those all-star, all-NBA style of guys. And he also, with those stats, he has beat out Tyrese Halliburton, Stephen Curry, Maxey, Ja Morant, Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, Kyrie Irving, and so on and so forth. So for the national media to notice that in New York City now there's some quasi all superstar player that we have, and something that we have been yearning for the longest, a true point guard that can control the pace. I also want to say about the point guards right now. I remember at times we couldn't even think about having a point guard. We got like 1,100 of them on the squad right now. So the big up to New York Knicks, strengthening up that point guard position with good players that could actually fill in for Jalen Brunson. You know, anytime when he wants to take a rest or anything like that. Salute to them. They made great picks in Cameron Payne and picking up Tyler Kolek this year. And I mean, those guys are point guards. Those are point guards. You know what I mean? Those guys can get in here and not give you 1 point, but make 11 assists. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Get in there and control the pace of the game and put everybody in their place to make sure they're where they're supposed to be to make their game easier. And the Knicks have, you know, really surprised surprised me a little bit by doing some of the moves that they have made. You know, you talk about Payne, why they bring him in here, veteranship. And I mean, gritty, can hit the shot, don't need many minutes. And I mean, he could be backup to the backup, but if he gets in there for 2 or 3 games, he's going to be, you know, jumping somebody's spot. Very, 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 very good pick. Another thing that we haven't done in a long time is pick in the draft with another point guard and Kolek. So we're stacked down the line, man. And I give great salutes to what the front office has done, and also to Jalen Brunson for becoming captain of the New York Knicks.
Yeah. You know, you touched on something that's interesting to me, man, because if you think about the past season, he was the only literally true floor general, like
right?
Literally, like a true point guard per se. So that's why I think, like you said, having Cameron Payne and, you know, and Kolek there. Now, you know, you don't have to stint him so many minutes if you don't need to. Got another guy who can facilitate with the basketball, and Cameron Payne and these guys. Obviously, I think you see a lot of off ball by Deuce this year. So, you know, Jalen Brunson probably to me going to have even a better year, because, like I said, you know, every year you get comfortable where you at. You know, you get comfortable in your surroundings. You know, you pretty much know the atmosphere. Jalen Brunson been mastering this atmosphere for years. You know what I mean? So to be in this New York atmosphere. When he step on that garden floor, he's comfortable. You know, he's comfortable in this spot. You know, like comfortable in his skin, that they would say. So I do think that he's gonna have even a better year. Knowing that, think about this here. Josh Hart decent, but he's not Anunoby or Mikal Bridges. I mean, from a shooting standpoint. So this year, when Julius Randle come back, you got Anunoby and him, Mikal Bridges. Oh my God, his assist number should be pretty much in the 8s this year. I think they would have been
right.
Yeah, I think his assist number should be pretty decent this year. He got guys who can knock down shots. So not saying that his numbers wasn't good to pass yet. Maybe guys was missing shots too. Sometimes you do pass the ball, but the guy not making a shot, so that takes away your assist probability. But I think this year he got guys around him literally. I think Julius Randle will get back to the 2020-21 Julius Randle when he shot down there 40 from downtown when Tibbs first got here. So if you get that Julius Randle back this year, with Anunoby shooting about 37 or over
40%, he's shooting 40. Bridges shooting 40. If and to clear it up, Jalen shoots about 40. They all shoot high 38s to 40 something percent. You know what I mean? And that's a very good fact right there. Nick 100 salute. The Payne, I think that's one of the reasons why he came here. Right. Don't be surprised if you see Payne, Deuce, Hard. Don't be surprised if you see that mixture out there once or twice. You know what I mean? To see who has that, who gets that second reign of that second unit. And I'm telling you, Payne is a veteran, and he plays defense, and he got long arms. You know what I mean? and he's an energizer, and he likes to showboat a little bit. You know what I mean? Something that the Knicks sometimes needs. He got that boom. I ain't saying all that dancing stuff that they do, but he's, for me, being in my 50s, he's a young, he could be my son. Paying, how is Payne? 27, 28, something like that. Yeah, he could be my son. Even if he's 35, he could be my, anyway. He could be my son. So he's still got that you know, that new dance and all that, all that, you know, he still got that in his blood. So to see him out there, you know, you see all of them do that shuffle dance and all that stuff. So, you know, that's what they supposed to do. You know what I mean? And if you're doing that shuffle dance, you better get out there and shuffle on the court and make sure that that dance is adequate to all the boasting and stuff that you're putting out there. And I think he's one of those guys that, you know, live that life. I mean, he get out there, he makes those shots. He's that crooked left-handed shot that he got, but he knocks it down about 40%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yep. Yeah, man, real talk. And you know, and it's entertainment too. You know what I mean? That's what they're supposed to do. I mean, when the kids come in the arena, and you got to think about, like, we're in a whole different generation nowadays. So these young kids, they want to see them players interact and do the things they do in the dance. Yeah, because, you know, hey, we in a TikTok generation, we in this generation. These young kids love seeing these guys, but you know what? The man, he got greediness with his handle. He played defense. That's all you can ask for. Then somebody to relieve Brunson. And even if the Knicks don't do nothing else, I still think that they roll out Cameron Payne, either DiVincenzo at the 2. I believe they have to throw Deuce at the 3 because he got long arms, and the cat can defend the Dan to defend against anybody. And Josh Hart and maybe Pressure Achua, who knows? But either way it go, I think Jalen Brunson got a lot of good stuff to work with this year. I'm happy for him, man. This cat is he well deserved to have that captain crown, and I think he's gonna wear it with the utmost honorable way he could be. I think he's gonna lead us to that promised land one day. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but then the next couple of years, Jalen Brunson will take New York Knicks to the promised land. I could tell you that shit right now. You know what I mean? So I think that I hit you up in a minute, my brody. Yeah, Shop House. Excuse me for a minute.
Let me tell you this, man. I still hear you, Divine.
Oh, I'm sorry. You still hear me now?
Yeah.
Now? Okay. That's all right. I'll call him back. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, go ahead, Shop House.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was just trying to ad-lib off of ad-libbing and stuff. You know, the Knicks right now have a good lineup. I mean, and they got, you know, on different nights, especially during the regular season, different nights you'll see different teams out. And I mean, you may see a Bridges and Payne with Josh Hart out there, and maybe a DiVincenzo, OG Anunoby and a DiVincenzo. You know what I mean? You may see something like that. I mean, you may see your Deuce McBride out there with well, you're definitely going to see Deuce McBride out there with DiVincenzo and Josh Hart, and maybe OG Anunoby and Bridges. You know, you may see a shorter lineup or Sims. And I mean, it all depends tonight. They got a lot of players that they can fill in, and this is a team for me that you don't have to extend your starters as much. I don't think any of the starters should be, especially until we get into the second round after the All-Star break, getting more than 30, 34 minutes a night. You know what I mean? Because the players that you have behind you can come in and hold the team down. I.e. Josh Hart, i.e. DiVincenzo. You know what I mean? So these are the guys that could come in here and, you know, really back up the starters so they can have a little bit of break, so they can have a longevity going down the line. You know what I mean? And I don't think that it's going to take the Knicks 6, 10, you know how Tibbs usually go 20 games. I think we come right out the box. I think the acquisition of OG Anunoby showed us that Anunoby came in one day on with trade was before Christmas, before New Year's, and he came in 2 days without knowing the book, and we went on a 12-2 run with him. You know what I mean? So I think Bridges is gonna fit in seamlessly. You know what I mean? I think he can rebound the basketball. He'll probably have to try to, but he'll get more assists now because he has better shooters around him. And he always bigs up OG Anunoby. Always talks about OG Anunoby. These two guys on the wing is going to propel us this year. Them two guys staying healthy is going to propel us this year so far. And I mean, because you're going to see the best out of both of them. They both can play defense. They both can shoot 3-point shots, and they both break the team down and run into that by that top of the free throw line and shoot that short drop shot. I can't wait to see this team.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, Ron, what's good, my man? Salute to my man, Ron.
Yes, sir.
You already know what's good. Salute to my brother, Ron. Ron, good to see you, my man. Hope you're having a great Sunday and all that good stuff. Hey, Nick 100. I can't. That's why I can't wait to training camp to see what Kiki and Drop can get in there. They got a chance to go in a training camp, which is when you go to training camp, ain't nothing guaranteed till you come out of training camp. So them guys, I hope they go in there and do what they could do. You know, knock somebody out the box. You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to see what these cats can do. You know, so let's see how it goes because. Like I said, it really, when you get to training camp, you got a chance to make a name for yourself. Either you can beat somebody out or you know, other than the ones who locked in long term and the money, you know, you got to play these guys because they're making a certain amount of money. But I'm really looking forward to training camp to see guys like Kiki and Drop and all these guys because there's going to be some fierce competition going on in there. New York Knicks is stacked down at every position. Shot Powers, they up and down the ticket. You know what I mean? They got guys who can play multiple positions. That's why if you notice, they not crazy. They not too worried about a lot of things because they got guys who literally then at everybody combo, like Josh Hart combo, DiVincenzo can combo, Deuce and Bride can combo, you know, Pressure the Tour can combo. I mean, they got guys who play multiple positions. You know what I mean? In the positions basketball world. So even if the Knicks go small one day, they could go small and put Julius Randle at the 5. They could put, you know, whatever. I mean, they are really got a really versatile team, a versatile team that. No matter what team is on the court, when the Knicks play against any team in the NBA, they got enough versatility to combat anything. If they want to go tall, if they're going to bring in another center, let's hypothetically say another 7-footer, but man, they want to go tall, they can go tall. They want to go wing, 6'9", 6'10", 6'8", 6'7". They got all that. You know what I mean? So it's going to be really interesting to see how Thibodeau take all these tools he got in the box. And make all this shit work, you know, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting, man. I can't wait till the season start. Can't wait to training camp because there's going to be a lot of interesting battles going on there. Obviously, you know, your main guys who got the big contracts and the ones who represented this team real well in the playoff the past season. Obviously, you know they're going to be up in the business because first of all, you want to keep the continuity there, the chemistry and the camaraderie there, so they're going to be in there. But there's some guys like Nick 100 said, guys like Kiki, dropping them guys, Kolick, are they going to be able to crack that rotation? Or crack, but they probably won't. I don't know if they crack rotation, but they will be on the roster. So, but you never know. Somebody might go in there in training camp and do the damn thing and have Tibbs and think like, you know what, I might need to get rid of this dude. But it's so much like we know the Villanova 4 ain't going nowhere. We know Julius Randle ain't going nowhere. Mitchell Robinson, like he gonna be a mainstay. You know, but we don't even know if Cole is gonna even make the rotation. You know, who knows? Or who knows if Cameron Payne might make the rotation. I don't know which way this thing going to go, but I definitely would like to be a fly on the wall in training camp because I think it's going to be a really good one. And there's going to be a lot of stiff competition in there, and we see how it goes. You know what I mean? But the guy I want to talk about next, and I think my man Rasul put up there, he thought he might get traded. But ladies and gentlemen, I think Deuce McBride, my man, here's what I want to say about this here, Shot Powers. I got a feeling if he get normal rotation minutes like he did the past year, you might see the guy name up and mentioned up in a defense team, all defense team, if he get enough qualified with another minute. You know what I mean? You got to make sure he play the minutes. But I think this guy, to me, is going to be one of the biggest X factors on the Knicks this year because of what he did the past season and his growth and development and the way he just go about the business, man. The cat got that long wingspan. He could defend 1, 2, or 3, knocking down the 3-point shot at a high clip. I'll put up his summary in a minute. So I'm looking forward to Deuce McBride. I know people might think that's why I don't think Tyler Coley gonna start the rookie. I'll get the rotation. I think this man right here because Tiz loved this dude. I mean, he loved this dude, and I see why because what this cat has showed me in his 3 years. First 2 years, I was worried, Shot Powers, that, okay, you might be turning to Frank Ntilikina. You're not penetrating enough. You're not getting downhill. But, man, did he come out the gate the past season, and exploded on the offensive side of the ball. He had the mid-range going, had the 3-point shot going, knocking it down at 40 a clip. I mean, like his defense, ball pressure was phenomenal. Cat going to the rim, oofed it on people, you know, on fast breaks and everything. I was so impressed with Deuce McBride the past season, excuse me, that I could see that cat literally going to the 3, or depends what the lineup is, just for that, because you know Shinzo going to have that 2 locked up there behind Mikal Bridges. But I could see it where a point where he gets in that rotation. I mean, I don't think Tibbs will keep him out of the rotation, knowing how important he is to the Knicks. What's your take on Deuce McBride? What do you think, you know, you see him, his impact on the Knicks this year moving forward? Excuse me.
Yeah, he's a mainstay. He's probably going to be more around the guaranteed of 13 to 17 minutes this season. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit more, depending on how the Knicks are playing. You know what I mean? And I think the one thing we all talked about when Deuce was in the G League is like, oh man, I can't wait to Deuce bring that game from the G League. Oh man, he's knocked 35 points and he's doing 15 rebounds and the 9 assists. He's blowing it up in the G League. I go, oh man, he can't transfer it over to the New York Knicks. Well, you know what he did? He brung it last year. That G League game that we talked about. Everybody was talking about the G League game that Deuce McBride he brung it last year. Phenomenal player, and he's a gym rat. He went out to what was it, France or somewhere to do some interscope to some big league thing down there to help him refine his game and stuff like that. He is going to come in this year, and I think he's going to be an intricate part of what the Knicks do. Like you said, he has long arms. He's a defensive player. If he gets the minutes, he can lock people down. 94 feet. He's one of those type players. Can get gritty, and he's going to get better. He made a big step last year, like you said, Divine, driving the ball and making the move to the basket off his first foot, off his first step. I mean, and I think he's gonna animate that this year. I think it's going to be more permanent to his game what he does this year, making the drives to the basket and stuff like that. I think he's going to make things more effortlessly this year. You know what I mean? So I got a big hopes for him, and I already see him still backing up Brunson as that point guard in the second unit, and DiVincenzo being the shooting guard for Bridges coming off the bench.
Yeah, he's definitely, to me, you know, and that's why I rate our bench. If you look at the New York Knicks bench, ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Payne can play D, Shinzo could D him up, Deuce could D him up, Josh Hart could D him up. Pressure ain't no slouch. He could be better, could D him up. So, and even all the other guys that like dropping on, Knicks got a team full of that second unit. No matter who they put out there, they're gonna be in lockdown mode. And they all shooting down there 40 from downtown. Cameron Payne down there 40 downtown shooter. Deuce McBride shooting 40 this year. As a matter of fact, I put up there right now. Deuce McBride numbers this year, ladies and gentlemen, from downtown, shot 40%. 40%, and he shot 45 from the floor. Assist numbers need to go up a little bit. PER around 13. Like to see him get that PER up to around about 15, 16. But I still think this cat going to be a major player in what the Knicks do this year, because you're going to be able to throw him on some of the better offense players in the game, at least give the Knicks an opportunity to slow them guys down because of his prowess on defense. You know what I mean? The cat can literally go out there, guard 94 feet up and down the floor. And, you know, and I think that's going to be really important when the Knicks second unit, when the first unit go get a breather. So in other words, can you imagine going out of the game, getting defended by Mikal, and then coming and getting defended by Deuce McBride?
Yeah,
crazy. You know what I mean? So overall, I mean, I'm impressed with him, man. I think this cat gonna have a lot to say about how deep we go because of what he could do. And the cat, I think his game went 8 points a game last year, the past season. I think if you with the same amount of minutes, I think Deuce McBride get over 10 points a game, maybe 12. He get the assist numbers up a little bit more because you got guys around you who can remember. He in the second unit now with Shinzo and Josh Hart. Last year, Josh Hart and Shinzo was pretty much, because of the injuries, was in the first unit. Now Deuce McBride don't have the pressure like he had the past season because he got some guys in front of him that are gonna take a lot of pressure off him. Shinzo takes a lot of pressure off him. Josh Hart takes a lot of pressure off of him. You know what I mean? At a young age that he is. So now he can go out there and facilitate to a guy like DiVincenzo who can knock it down from deep. Cameron Payne, if he in there with him, he can knock it down. So I'm hoping to see his assist numbers rise and do everything else the way he's been doing it. But I'm really looking forward to Deuce McBride this year, getting in there, lock and loaded, man. And you know, and I'm really thinking that this cat gonna make a difference when it gets down to the get down, because he got the playoff experience now, Shy Powers.
Nice.
He battle tested. He's not
afraid. He's not scared.
Since he's been in Knicks, he's been in the playoffs, except for that, you know, that off year. But it's his 4th year, and the last, you know, he's been in there about 2 or 3 times. So, good for him, man. And I'm really looking forward to him to get out there doing the damn thing this year. And I think he's gonna have a major impact on what that team do. But I'm definitely looking forward to that second unit with him and Shinzo and Josh Hart and them cats, man.
That's 1, 2, and 3 right there.
Oh my God, they're gonna be D'ing up some cats up in there, man. And we'll see how it goes, man. But this cat really had a good journey, and I'm hoping Jericho Simmons take the leap he made. Jericho Simmons take the same leap that Deuce McBride made the past season. Let's hope that Jericho Simmons can find a way to make that leap. He was a 50-something pick for a reason. It may take time. You know what I mean? He was a 30-something pick, if I'm not mistaken, 34, 36, whatever the case may be in that realm. And Jericho Simmons was the 50-something pick. So maybe his maturation might take a little longer. But I do think if Jericho Simmons can do what Deuce McBride did the past year as far as his maturation, the Knicks are in a good spot. They're in a good spot with him and Precious Achiuwa behind Mitchell Robinson. And I'm really looking forward to see what they do this year, man. But overall, I'm just excited about Deuce McBride, man. I'm really big on this kid, man, because he got what it takes to play in under 10 for another 3 years. You know, Tibbs got locked up for another 3 years. And I think he locked in for 3 years. You know what I mean? So I think long Tibbs is here. I don't think Deuce McBride going nowhere, because he's this type of player. You know what I mean? And let's see how it goes, man. And, you know, but anybody can get traded. Don't get me wrong. Ain't nobody irreplaceable to me except for Jalen Brunson on this roster right now. But if you ask me, we got probably one of the best defense teams in the business. By far, the New York Knicks probably got one of the most grittiest, skilled defense team in the league right now. When you count Anunoby, you count McHale, you count Mitchell Robinson, you count DiVincenzo, you count Deuce McBride, you count Josh Hart. You count Cameron Payne, you count, you know, these guys precious. They got a solid 8 count. And the other guy, like my man, hey, Nick Honey, you know what? I don't mention him a lot. I'm so used to mentioning the team that was here the past year. But like I said, if Drops happen to get it popping, because he could play some defense.
And Bates, don't sleep on Bates.
Yeah, right.
I think one of the major reasons that Bates really hasn't really blossomed so much per se is he has a little injury history. But don't sleep on Bates.
Facts.
Precious better pay attention. Precious better pay attention, because Bates is a long, linky guy that could grab rebounds and block shots too. You know what I mean? He's gritty, and he played under Tibbs before, so it's not like he don't know how to play under Tibbs. So you know, watch out for Bates. You know what I mean? And don't be surprised if you see Bates and Precious out there at the backup with DiVincenzo, Deuce, and Josh Hart. You know what I mean? That may be a lineup that we may see. I'm not sleeping on Bates. Bates is you know, and he's coming here and he's going to be in New York. You know what I mean? If you shine here, you can shine anywhere. You know what I mean? If your light is bright here, you can shine bright anywhere. So I don't Bates is Dial Bates. He watch out for him, man. He's gonna be a piece of work, you know what I mean? And then Exception 10, I forgot exactly what it is. But this Kiki dude, you know what I mean? He's another guy that can play some ball. You know what I mean? A long, linky style guy that plays defense. I think he was with the Magic last year. You know what I mean? Long, linky. I think he gave us a game one time too. I remember saying his name. So, you know what I mean? He's another guy that can come in here and steal some still that 15 roster spot or something like that. I mean, we are a bigger team, and the defense this year,
I'm
telling you, these 2 wings that we got, and McHale and OG. And those 2 guys, if they just average 17 points a game, you know what I mean, with 5 or 6 rebounds a game, but both of them having about 2 steals a game, that is going to change the whole perspective about how the Knicks play basketball. Remember last year when Julius Randle played with OG Anunoby, when he started getting in the groove and he started playing for the team or stuff. I don't want to say he ever played for himself, but you know, he's a more of an ISO style player. But his assist was going up. His assist was going up before he got hurt. I mean, he was playing some fantastic basketball when OG was on the court. So just imagine with someone else that cuts to the basket like Mikal Bridges that can hit a short jump shot.
Yeah,
Julius Randle may not score 25 points this year, but if he come out and score 22 points with 12 rebounds and 8 assists, you ain't gonna complain about that. You know what I mean? I think his assist numbers are gonna go up because he demands double teams. And I don't think he's gonna bang as much down low. He's gonna fake to bang down low and pass it to OG or whoever's on that wing with him. You know what I mean? Get his man over him and pass it right to him. And that's gonna be the killer. I can't wait for this season to start.
Yeah. Hey, Joe Curry, I salute to you, my man. Joe Curry, appreciate you coming in, my man. Real talk. Joe Curry, real quick, he said, exactly. So we can trade, drop Dadier, I'm sorry, and the RJ as section for a backup center, anyone for Richards to do it. If that's possible, but that'd be awesome right there. That's what I mean. They are so loaded at what they have, and they so versatile. But here's what's a scary thing to me too. Here, like you paying the 76ers hypothetically, you got Mikal Bridges just guarding, you know, whether it's Maxey or whoever. Then you bring Deuce McBride in there to continue to assault. You know what I'm saying, Shop Out? Or if they throw Eric Gordon out there, Eric Gordon got to deal with Deuce McBride or whoever they may. And you go to Peyton Pritchard in Boston. He got to deal with Deuce McBride, or he got to deal with, you know what I mean? It's like the Knicks is literally stacked when it comes to the defense side of the ball. And every one of them dudes, like I reiterated again, can knock down a 3-point shot. This fucking team is loaded. This ain't being no homer. I'm dealing with the numbers don't lie. Josh Hart working on his 3-point game this year because he going back in that second unit where he gonna be one of the guys they depend on to score the ball. You know what I mean? You know, now DiVincenzo going to be the main scorer in the second unit, obviously. So if you got Josh Hart up in his 3-point game, along with his rebounding and his hustle, you got Cameron Payne knocking it down, Deuce McBride knocking it down. It's gonna be hard to beat these dudes, man. I just don't see where a lot of teams gonna come into MSG and think they're gonna be able to get with the Knicks. I don't see it because we got one of the better starting five to me, hands down. And I'm not talking about star talent. I'm just talking about an overall starting five. Man, you can have Joel Embiid and Maxey, and the other three gonna be who they are. The New York Knicks got Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Mitchell Robinson. That shit is crazy fire. That is fire. So I'm really excited about it, man. I think these cats gonna really do the damn thing. Like hopefully we don't get plagued by injuries. Hopefully we can avoid the injury bug this year and not get bowed down by that. But even if somebody get injured for a minute or two, a game or two, whatever, we got enough on that roster to fill in. And even guys who might not be in a rotation can come in now, come to the second unit. One of them second unit guys gonna come to just like the past.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they got a pretty good stylist thing there. I'm looking forward to, but I just want to like Deuce McBride to me. If he get the minutes that he's supposed to get, he gonna be a menace for a lot of teams. Gonna be a menace, bro. And I'm hoping this maturation continues. He know he's gonna be another Knick for the next 3 years because they already locked him in for 3 years and a good contract. He's the type of guy that every year gonna get better. And if he knocking down 40 cent a clip this year, and I think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to be easy because you got DiVincenzo back there with him now. You got guys back there now who just literally takes the pressure off of him. You know, Tim's going to look at the DiVincenzo to be that main guy in that second unit. Like you the guy back here. You know what I mean? You and Josh Hart. But I think it's going to make his job much easier. So I'm excited about Deuce McBride, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look forward to that, man. This is going to be a good year for him, and I hope he go ahead and do the damn thing. Me and Shop House will talk about this in the background, ladies and gentlemen. And this next topic, and we always talk about it, but it's interesting. Not from us, he gonna be nothing about to do with it. He gonna be here or not. I'm talking about the contract. Julius Randle got an interesting scenario going on because he's locked in this year for 28. Next year he gets 30 if he opts in. I was talking to Shaw Powers in the background. I was like, Shaw, do you think he should opt in? And Knicks give him another 3-year deal. Even the money pretty significant, but instead of giving him a 5-year deal, let him opt in to that player option he got for $30 million, not this season, the next season, and then extend him after that for 3 or 4 years. And there you go. You get your 4 years or whatever. If you give him 40-something million for 3 years, and I still think with this year coming up, next year 30 million. If you give him maybe 40 more a year for about 3 years, that's $200 million he's going to get over the next 5 years. Instead of opposed to giving them 5 years and knowing that you don't never know what happened within that realm of 5 years. We might want to go a different route. We might want to do something different. I don't know. Would you be opposed to him opting in next year for 30 million and the Knicks giving him some money, maybe like 40, 45 for the next 3 years to keep him in New York? In his round, he'll be 32 years old. That way, if he do leave New York, he can get another contract for maybe another 3 or 4 years, roughly 25, 30. Now to put him over 300 million for his career. What do you think about Julius Randle as far as his contract situation with the Knicks? Because he definitely don't have to opt in. They don't have to get none of that shit this year. They don't have to. But would you be opposed to him taking a lesser contract, knowing that he still got another player opt-in year, if he's willing to do that, and then extend them maybe 40-something a year, or you just rather for him to take a whole straight 186?
Right. When we were talking, it made sense. Like, because even with the deal next year, if he opt in with $30 million, you could also give him, incentives on the arm. You know what I mean? You could give him $8, $7, $8, $9 million on the arm. You make an all-star team. You make an all-defense. You could give him something on the arm. You know what I mean? That really doesn't hit the con. So and then extend them, and then by then the salary cap will be swollen. You know what I mean? The cap will probably be almost $200 million or something like that. You know what I mean? The cap, and then the first apron will probably be 240, and then the next one to be the second apron to be 247, or 240 to say 253 or something like that. You know what I mean? Or however they work those numbers out. So with him, can get that 3 years, and you can give him, like you said, about $45 million up to $50 million for the next 3 years, off of the $30 million if he sign in. And the more you say, when you say that, it may be something that he may think about as well, because it won't hurt the Knicks next year. And I mean, just like Jalen Brunson, it'll help the team. And I mean, now by next year, now we can give we can do something for Bridges or something like that. OG's already set. Josh Hart is already set. Mitchell Robinson to be towards the end of his contract. DiVincenzo is set. Deuce McBride is set. You know what I mean? So these guys' money is already set. Now we just got to worry about not going over that other apron, just in case if the Knicks want to make another deal. So that thing that you said to me, and I soaked it in, I was like, yeah, if he come in and be like, I'll take the $30 million, and they give him, something on the arm. If you $5 million, if you make an all-star and all NBA, you get another 3, 4, however they do those hypothetical things that they do. I don't know exactly how they work it out, but he take that $30 million, then the next year you sign a 3-year deal, like $47 million per year. You know what I mean? Looking at about $150 million. You know what I mean? And you still have another chance to get another contract if you want, as you get, to your elder years in the NBA, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, you still can come in and sit on the bench and come off the bench and still make, $25, $30 million or something like that. But, what I mean? It sounds good to me because of how contract stuff go and cap and all that stuff. If Julius Randle gonna be down for that, I think he could. $30 million next year, he signed into it. They give him some type of incentives and stuff like that. And then the next year, 25, 26, you hit him with the heat. Here, take this 150 for 3 years. You know what I mean? And go from there.
Yeah. You know what? I just thought about it because I know I also heard Bobby Marks talk about that I didn't hear him talk about it, but they mentioned it when I was on Twitter about the way Bobby Marks was thinking the same thing. I thought about it a while ago. I'm like, even though Julius Randle already took a pay cut in New York, and he did already. So, but I do think, like I said, even with the cap going up, you give him $50 million. I don't give a shit for 3. That's still $150 million. So with the $30 million he got coming to him if he opts into the player option, he opted and take the $30 million. I don't care if the Knicks give him $50 million for the next 3 years. So he still get his $180 million, but it's just a shorter deal. You know what I mean? And I would like to see something like that, because you know what? If you extend Julius Randle 5 years, that means Julius Randle would be damn near 35, making that it might be hard to get him off. It might be hard to move him if you decided you needed to move him. So if not because you'd want to move him, it might be a deal out
there. Financially, I feel you.
Yeah. So I'm like, do we keep him 5 years, or we give him his money, but we make the length of the contract shorter? So in other words, front load the contract, but give him the shorter years. And I think Joe Curry got a good one right there. I'm on that. I would sign Randall for 150 for 3 years. Because, yeah. And if you put that 30 million option with that go 180 million, just like we all talk about. But I like that because it gives you an opportunity to stay flexible. You know, and if it might be easier to trade Julius Randle if you had to trade Julius Randle at 32, 33 than Julius Randle at 35. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and that's the reason why I went with that is just that, we know, unless you plan on Julius Randle being a lifelong Knick. If he's gonna be a lifelong Knick, that's a whole different story. You know, but does it make sense to give him 5 years? From a business standpoint, I'd rather give him more money, less years. More money, less years. That's what I guess I would say. And that way, because the good thing about that is tying that contract over Julius Randle, you're gonna have to get Jalen Brunson $300 million. Jalen Brunson will be getting $300 million in the next couple of years. He gave us $113 million. He getting that shit on the back end. So
he's gonna get some of that money back.
That's
why he's gonna lose all that.
Jalen Brunson will sign the first Knicks ever $300 million contract. By then, he's gonna be able to deliver. Number one, he's gonna be able to deliver us a ring, and you could book that. Jalen Brunson will go down in history. He's gonna go down in history like Walt Clyde did in New York. So if you give all that money, I know we got money coming up, but still, you might want to say, I'm going to give Jalen Brunson this, and because you don't know who might be available at that time when they come around. You never know. So let's see how it goes. I'm curious to see, but I just wanted to bring that topic up because, listen, I don't even have a problem with Julius Randle being with the Knicks for his whole career. I don't. I love Julius Randle like that. That man came in here when nobody else wanted to come here, put it, and did the damn thing. I can't even be mad at Julius Randle. I mean, he's been to do more playoff appearances than who? Only him and Carmelo. I know that been to that many playoffs in the last so many years. So I'm a Randle guy, man. Randle, when nobody wanted to do it, Randle put New York in his back for 1 year with Alpha Payton and all these guys, and he still got to the damn playoffs. He earned that, and he left money on the table before Jalen Brunson did. You know what I mean? And they work like that. So let's see how it goes, man. But let's hope that no matter what happens, he come back this year healthy and he ready to ball out, because I think that's going to be a unbelievable starting five in New York next year. You got 4 guys who could score. You got 1 guy he could score, but he don't depend on score. His game is not predicated on scoring. It's predicated on getting rebounds and blocking shots, alternating shots, shutting down passing lanes before they get down to the rim. So we know Mitchell Robinson is going to play his part and knock out what we stay. If Mitchell Robinson stay healthy, Knicks will win stand at 60 games. I believe that this team is loaded. Him and Anunoby and Mikal. Oh my God, that's gonna be hard.
Say it again, Divine. With OG Anunoby and Mikal on the wing, pushing their defenders towards Mitchell Robinson. Now Mitchell Robinson doesn't have to step out of the paint really on defense. His game is going to elevate. He's going to be closer to 12, 13, 14 rebounds a game, just because of Mikal and just because of OG. You know what I mean? And Randle is a rebound machine. He may not need to get as many rebounds as you, just play a little better defense, because Mitchell Robinson is going to clean the glass. A healthy Mitchell Robinson this year, 42 plus games this year. Yeah, we gonna be a threat. We gonna be a threat. 62 games plus a healthy playoffs. Yeah, we gonna be a threat, man. And those, and I keep reiterating, those 2 wings are going to help Mitchell out so much, because they're not going to be able to penetrate as easy. Like, I don't want to say they're not going to be able to penetrate as easy. And Mitchell Robinson tends to make teams nervous when he's in that paint. And the thing out there is Mitch is already down. I seen some out there. I don't know how true it was. It was a reputable spot. I was on X, but maybe they saying that Mitch is already down 20 pounds from what he was last year, 260. So if he's like I think he was 260 last year, and he's down 20 pounds. I mean, he's somewhere around the 147 range or something like that. That's going to make him more of the way he was when he first started, more athletic, more controlling the paint, grabbing offensive rebounds. And Mitchell's shoulders is so wide. If you want to see the strength of Mitchell Robinson, watch him play against Embiid and how he pins Embiid on his back. You know what I mean? Yep. If you watch that and then watch the same with Embiid against Hartenstein, how Embiid and just pushed Hartenstein out of the way. He doesn't do that to Mitchell Robinson. And a lot of centers, when Mitch sets his shoulders and puts his back to you, you ain't getting that rebound. You know what I mean? And if you pay attention, Mitchell Robinson usually is, when he goes up for a rebound, it's usually 2 or 3 players trying to get the rebound amongst him, again, especially for those offensive rebounds. So I'm amped to see what the team is going to look like, and it's right around the corner, man. You know, training camp is coming. I'm glad we went so far in the playoffs this year that it's not like we ended in April and then we got to keep coming on and keep hopes and prayers and all. We went all the way to June, right? We went all the way to some May, June, whatever. So we made it to June. It makes it a shorter time. Everything just went from June, then it went to the trades, then it went to the summer league. And now we're almost here. School almost back. It's August something. So, you know, it's football season starting already. And starting to heat up and stuff like that. So, you know, basketball is right around the corner.
That's real talk. Yeah, man. Just to piggyback that. And my Holy King, he said a threat in the regular season. Hey, come on, Holy. Come on, my Holy. You know if the Knicks wouldn't have been injured, my man. Come on now. I'm with you. I feel where you're going with that. But you know, if the Knicks was not injured going into the playoff, they was going to the Eastern Conference Finals. They probably, I think they would have gave Boston a run money. A healthy Knicks team last year with Anunoby and Randall and Mitchell Robinson and Bodega and all these guys that got hurt would have played in the playoffs.
Boston I don't even need all those players. If we could have had Julius Randle and OG, yeah, we'd have been ready.
Yep,
we'd have been ready.
Yep, yeah, for real. They was pretty. Them injuries really killed us the past year, man. But we'll see how it goes. I do like what you said. If Mitch losing 20 pounds, because you know what? You want that agile Mitchell Robinson like he was in his rookie year. Can you imagine Mitchell Robinson not much heavier than he was in his first 2 years, but with a better IQ than he had? That brother was throwing away like 6 shots a game. He was all over the place. So I think that was, to me, I always said that Mitchell Robinson put on too much weight. He kind of reminded me when, you know what, remember when Patrick Ewing first came in the league, he wasn't that, he was real, he was like Mitchell Robinson, like damn pretzel. But when Patrick started putting on all that weight, he got more dominant, but his knees started going on him.
Yeah.
Carrying that weight. I want to see Mitchell Robinson be a little bit more. I mean, one time, Mitchell would go up in the air to block a shot. He ain't know no better. Until Todd Gibson told him how to manage the game a little bit. But we'll see how it goes, man. But I do think having him near Joe Curry, both of them teams in New York playing well, man. The Yankees playing well, Mets playing well. I'm a Met guy, I'm a big Met fan. But Aaron Judge doing the damn thing. The Mets trying to hang in there, man. It's a good summer to be a New York sports fan, regardless of what team you support, whether Yankees or Mets. But this summer has been pretty amazing. Knicks had a good offseason, standing on business for it to get the team ready. Yankees, doing the damn thing. Mets doing the damn thing. It just keep it going, man. It's fun to be a New Yorker right now when it comes to the sports side of it, and they just got to keep it moving, and I think they will. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. My Giants beat up on it, but they won a preseason game the other day against Detroit Lions the other day, so that was good. I didn't get to see that neither, but it was good. Yeah, I got you. I agree with you on that. The bar is set. Holy King. The bar is set, no doubt about it. The Knicks got to get to the third round. I don't give a shit about Paul George and all them. I'm gonna tell you why. Paul George can do what he do against a lot of teams, and I get that. But he got to go up against Anunoby and McHale for 40 minutes. This ain't just no average Joe. You throwing them up in there against a team who not even in a running for anything. So every night you could go bust somebody up, but when you go up against the Knicks, you better bring your A game because Paul George would not do what he do with a lot of people on Anunoby. I can tell you that right now. Not too many kids could do that. So Tyrese Maxey, yeah, he can get his bucket. But he ain't gonna be able to do that shit regularly on no Mikal Bridges and whoever you throw at him, the combination of people, I guess. So I'm really, really, really ready to see how this thing gonna get popping. I think we're really versatile team. We got a lot of stuff going for it. Mitchell Roberts can stay on the court this year, like Shaw said, 65 games or more, and be ready for the playoffs. And these guys, they gonna do the damn thing this year, man. So I'm really excited about that, man. I really am. Giants got a real run game. Yeah, they do, GM. If my man Hyatt can pop off and Malik Neighbors can pop off, and you still got Slayton and all the guys, Giants gonna be pretty tough. It'll be pretty tough, man. They're gonna be a pretty good team, man.
Real talk, 100.
Yep, they're gonna be a pretty good team. Yeah, you're right, Joe Kerry. He was, man. But you know what? He just got to learn how to. I think Mitchell Roberts got to learn how to come down when he come out of the air. He got to make sure he know where he landing at. Make sure there's nobody around him when he landed. It's one thing to jump high, but do you know how to land? Like you can fly a plane, but do you know how to land a plane? You know what I mean? When Mitchell Robinson go up in the air, he got to make sure when he come down, ain't nobody standing around him or get his feet planted while he in the air. Like, let me get my damn feet planted. Make sure when I go out, I know that nobody around to undercut me or put their foot under me because he don't get injured because of ACLs and he weak. His bone structure is weak. He normally stepping on somebody or whatever the case may be with Mr. Robinson. You know what I mean? So hopefully he can do that.
It's that little bit of extra weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I seen. I don't know how true it is. Only he's like his post had, a couple of posts to it. You know what I mean? But they're saying that he's down almost 20 pounds and he was 260. He's down. If he's down to like 240 or something like that, you know what I mean? And he's not going to have to jump as much only to rebound the basketball because OG Anunoby and Mitchell and OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges is going to make guys shoot jump shots. You know what I mean? They're going to make guys. There ain't going to be too many guys driving to the like last year. And I'm not taking anything from Hardenstein. He's played a fantastic game last year, but people were challenging him. That's why he got so many blocks. You know what I mean? People would go to challenge Hardenstein. They would go to attack him, and he would be planning and be ready for it. And I mean, it ain't gonna be that this year. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be too much challenging Mitchell Robinson. I think I seen maybe one person really throw it on Mitchell Robinson, and that was the Greek Freak. He threw it on him one time, but when he threw it on him, Mitch came down the next play and threw it right back on him. That was was that last year or the year before last? I can't remember what year it was. But you know what I mean, he threw it on Mitch, and Mitch came right back down the next play and threw it right back on him. So a healthy Mitchell Robinson, and if the things out there that he's down a additional 20 pounds and he's more in the 240s, 238 to 240 range where he could be more athletic.
Hey, Joe Kerry, I feel you on that with my man. I'm vegetarian and fish. I haven't got rid of my fish craving yet. I'm getting there, Joe Kerry. But you're right though. You definitely can. He definitely could do that, man. Your eating habits is everything. No matter how much your eating habits define how your body gonna be the rest of your life. So I do get it. Mitchell Robinson just got to eat right, get the right chef. He's a country boy too, so Mitchell Robinson all up in the gumbo and all that shit. So Mitchell Robinson from New Orleans. He crawled with crawfish or whatever, gumboing and all that good stuff. But yeah, we hope Mitch come back healthy, man. I really believe that he can make a big difference. If he stayed on the court, we was good. I mean, we won. Think about this here. We won 53 games, right? 53 in the regular season. No Mitchell Robinson, no Julius Randle, damn it, no Anunoby. I mean, this is unbelievable, bro. I'm dead serious. 53 games and you lost them dudes. I mean, it was like one of them years for us injury-wise. We got hit with the injury bug pretty bad last year, and Jalen Brunson played the majority of the season, hitting the floor every game, all that stuff. And we had a little bit of minor injuries, but man, if this team come back and stay healthy, Joe said 50 to 60 to 65 wins. I'm not even mad at you, Joe, because I think we would have been healthy last year. we damn near could achieve the 60. We would have been right there with Boston.
I tell you, Boston won to close it out as early as they did.
Right.
I'll say that. I'm not gonna say we could have took first, but definitely it wouldn't have been a easy of a closeout as they did like last year. You know, clinching the first. It ain't gonna be that easy this year. You know what I mean? And this year I have the Knicks playing very well basketball this year, man. My high I have them 57 wins. My low is 55 wins. You know what I mean? And that's just playing modest basketball. Maybe a little hopefully the Knicks don't have Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby out at the same time. If these guys play 64, 65 games, hopefully that it coincides each other. It doesn't coincide that both of them are hurt at the same time. That'll be a little damage, but I expect OG to play 65, 67 games this year. I'm hoping for Mitchell Robinson to play 62 to 65 games this year. You know what I mean? But as long as if one of them is on the court when one is hurt, we will be fine. You know, we have enough players to come to fill in one of those spots, not two. One of those spots at a time. I think we can, you know, have a nice little lackluster, player to step up from that second unit, which is going to be a big key for us this year too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next season, man. We just want to get in today, cut up with you guys. You know, we try to keep a little content out there as much as we can. You know what I mean? Let you know he's still around. So to everybody in the chat, Joe Curry, thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate you. Rasul, my man, everybody, all you, man. Everybody in the chat, Nick 100, APP, y'all know how we get down. I don't know. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, for some reason, my Twitter live thing is, I don't know what it is, but so you can always catch it on Twitter. I don't think they're going to catch it today because, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's all good. Hopefully the next show it'll be up and make sure I got everything connected right. But this is a really solid squad, man. I'm comfortable with everybody on that roster, from the draft picks to the seasoned veterans. I'm comfortable with this team, man. I really am. I'm comfortable with these guys. I'm comfortable with Tibbs doing. They did the right thing. He earned his money. Jalen Brunson earned his money. Julius Randle earned his money. Anunoby earned his money. Mikal gonna earn his next month or whatever the case may be. Everybody's locked in. The good thing about this roster that I like, they locked in. Absolutely, AP, it will be out on opening night. I'm pretty much there, AP. The new track is definitely nice. I just got to wait to get the video footage together because I'm going to be in New York or hopefully around the podcast, the roommate podcast in Central Park. For all you guys, I think Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart are doing a roommate podcast live in Central Park. If I'm not mistaken, it's September 7th. Knicks Real Talk going to be out there. We're not part of their stuff. But y'all come out there because I want to get y'all in some montage footage to put on a new intro for the show this year. If y'all guys can make it out there, man, me and Shop Power going to be out there. We all get together. The chat is where it's at, man. Without you guys, ain't no Knicks Real Talk. And that's why we do this thing. We want to make sure that y'all be able to get into this video footage, man. I'm feeling good about the track, the production, everything. But it'll be coming when the season come, man. We're going to get it popping. And it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to a good season, man. Like I said, we're all the guys who sent super chat to us over the winter, man. We appreciate y'all because what y'all do helps us keep our show branded and growing. And I'm able to go do these videos and all this because of you guys. The money y'all help promote the show and all that. So I'm really excited about it. And I'm looking forward to this one. This one's gonna be a pretty fun one here, man. I think y'all be happy with the content. I mean, with the lyrics. I think y'all be happy with the music itself. Just overall, man, we put our heart and soul to everything we do, man. We the OG without the Anunoby, man. Me and my man Brody. So how we get down. We just do what we do. I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to. It don't go by fast enough, South Powell. I'm not trying to rush it because I'm getting older faster. But damn, I wish we could get to the season. I hope we can get to the season. Hey, that's another guy. See, Nick 100. That's another dude. McCullough. I heard he's a defense demon. The Knicks got a good, solid foundation. It's like they got the Yankee Fall Club back in the days. Their farm system is set.
That's what makes this front office so much. Why I feel this front office so much smarter, because the last couple of years we haven't made any trades. I mean, we didn't pick up anybody from the draft. We haven't picked up anybody, and this year we pick up 5 guys from the draft. You know what I mean? And 5 good guys. I think McCullough will be on that 2-way contract that lasts I think it's Haporti. I think Obi is still waiting to be signed. I said Obi. Toppin is still going to be waiting to sign, and I think McCullough might get that two-way contract in the G League. You know, I mean, to build him up. You know, he had that hurt season and stuff like that. So hopefully he can come in and show up and show out.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said, if I could be a fly on the wall in training camp, ladies and gentlemen, whew, there's gonna be some battle. You know what's so nice about it? Here's why it's gonna make this team so dangerous to me. When you get to training camp, you got guys who starting, right? You know how they get down, right? So the guys who got to try to make the roster got to go up against them dudes. You understand what I'm saying? So that's only gonna make them dudes even better. Because when you go to the training camp and you got to go up against Anunoby and Mikal Bridges and Mitchell Robinson, only thing gonna do to make you play your game even harder.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Refine, retune
your game. And then on top of that, them guys is pretty deep, like Drop and all the guys we talk about. They gonna make Mikal Bridges them have to make sure they on their game in the you know, regardless they're not gonna take their spot or not. They're gonna be going up against some guys who play good defense, hungry, want to make the roster, all that good stuff. So the training camp gonna be lit, man. I just think this team is on to something, man. My brother, Coach was popping. Nickish was good, my man. Everybody in the chat was good. So everybody, man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for your brothers, man. We got to get that 2,000 this year, man. We're going to go there and get it popping, man. So we're going to definitely come hard or go home, man. We're going to get it popping this year, man. I think we pop every year, but this year we're really looking forward to branding out a little bit more, getting a little bit more, you know, how would I say, creative and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Real talk. But Coach was good, my man. Salute to my man, Coach in the building. Coach, you know how we get down, my man. Salute to you. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun season, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be fun season. Can't wait. And you know what? Let me ask you that question. They got us going against Victor Wembanyama and them on Christmas. Do you think it should have been us versus Milwaukee instead? Like you got Boston versus the Sixers. I would have loved to see the Knicks and Milwaukee get down. You know what I mean? I get the Wembanyama thing, but it's still gonna be nice. But if you're gonna have Boston and Philly, you should have had through Milwaukee and the Knicks, to me. But that's the creme de la creme of that division, damn near. Obviously, Cleveland, Miami, they're gonna want to have something to say about that. Hopefully, and Orlando's of the world and Indiana and them. But that would have been nice if you would have had Milwaukee and the Knicks. Because you know that I just think they are on each other's level when it comes to this, where they can go with this thing. You know what I mean? So we have to see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? Hey, Nickish, you know what? These guys is interesting, man. That's really interesting about Hakapoli. It's a lot of Nick's got a lot of depth, man. I mean, you know, it's a lot of depth there. I think it's going to be about who beat who out. I believe in that. I think it's all going to come down to training camp. Who exploded training camp? Who could outshine who? But with the depth that we have on that team, we got a lot of depth there. It's going to be some guys that might not even be playing up in this piece that should be playing. Like Jalen Brunson hit the nail right on the head. He said, it's got to be a lot of sacrificing taking place amongst us. It does. It really does, because you can't tell me DiVincenzo don't deserve 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So, but he might only get 24 because of Mikal Bridges. You can't tell me Josh Hart don't deserve damn it. He played damn it 30, 40, 50 minutes. But they're going to have to sacrifice. This team is so deep. There's going to be a lot of sacrificing going on. And to build a true contender, it got to be a lot of that. It got to be a lot of guys willing to sacrifice egos, knowing that they know they deserve 30 minutes. A lot of them do. But the good thing about it, nobody can say Tim's going to burn out no Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson this year.
That's what I'm saying this year.
Not with this team, bro. So it's going to be interesting, man. I'm really excited about it. It should be fun. I can't wait till we get down into it, man. But like I said, pretty soon it'll be amongst us and we really get it popping then. But I don't know, Shop House, man. What's your outlook on the team for the year? What do you feel coming into this year before we get up out of here? What's your overall outlook? Look at the team. How you feeling about it overall?
I'm enthused. I think the Knicks are gonna. I'll say it once today on this chat, and I'm gonna keep saying it until the season starts. The defining the defining moment for me on this team is to see OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges with Mitchell Robinson in the backcourt. You know what I mean? Mitch is not going to have to spray out to the outside All these guys, the switches is going to be real legit. Who you going to you're going to throw a switch and then you're going to go from Mikal Bridges to OG Anunoby? I mean, you're going to throw a switch from OG Anunoby to Julius Randle, which I think is going to play better defense this year. And it's not a bad defensive player when he puts his mind to it. So the switches off of the pick and rolls is going to be phenomenal because you're going to switch off on OG or you're going to switch onto Mikal. You know what I mean? And both of those players, defense is good enough to stop you from driving or push you to Mitchell Robinson, which is going to make you shoot a jump shot anyway. I think a lot of players are going to be shooting a lot of jump shots against the Knicks this year. So field goal percentage for teams is going to be real high against the Knicks because if you can't hit your field goal percentages, you're not going to be scoring too much, man. It's not going to be too much down low game. You're going to be some off plays and some people are going to drive by and they're not going to get by. I'm not saying these guys are going to shut everybody down, but they're going to slow a lot of plays down. But players still going to score 18, 20 points. The hotter players are going to get their numbers and stuff like that. But it's going to be different. And, I just can't wait. Like I said, the biggest thing for us this year is for us for the team to be healthy. You know what I mean? The team being healthy makes us a stronger team, makes the longevity a little better. And we have backup to the backup to the back. We have starters. We got backups, and we got backups to the backups this year, and I'm happy to see what the Knicks how Tom Thibodeau facilitates this team this year. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh,
man.
Let me say this real quick. Quick poll before we get out of here. Mitchell Robinson. Over under. Mitchell Robinson plays 60 games over or under. Real quick before we get out of here,
I'm going over. I think Mick's going to do what he did in his contract year, 72 games.
I would love to see Mitch do 72 games like he played. I'm hopeful for the over also. I'm closer to 64 games, 62 to 64, 65 games plus a healthy playoff. So over under Mitchell Robinson, over or under 60 games played for Mitchell Robinson. Chat. If you hear me, over or under for Mitchell Robinson, which one you think? Does he play under 60 games this year, or do he play over 60 games this year?
Really know.
I got him playing at least 60 games.
Yeah, 60.
I think Mitchell Robinson, of all these things that's coming out, you see Mitchell Robinson, he's starting to get a little, I've seen one or two things. I haven't seen much from him, maybe about 2-3 weeks. I don't think I've seen much of Mitchell Robinson, but if what is being put out there, and I'm just saying this is only one person that I seen say this on a I don't know if it was his main chat, but I read it on the thing that Mitchell Robinson is projected to already have lost 20 pounds from his weight last year, and I think his weight last year was like 264, so he's closer to 240. Man, that's gonna make it real good for us this year, man. Real good.
Yeah. Rasul got under 60. You said 60 games, you said?
Yeah, 60 games.
Rasul said under. Coach said he said 62 about there. To be perfect.
That's
yeah,
man.
Yeah, I think you know what? I think the good thing about this team makes it better for Mitch Robinson this year. I think Anunoby and Mikal Bridges takes a lot of pressure off of Mitch. Now he don't have to do so much chasing. He don't
have to do that much chasing.
So much chasing no more. He ain't got to worry about everybody coming down the lane 24/7. Not that they were doing it on DiVincenzo and Josh Hart and them. They wasn't, but at the level of Josh Hart and DiVincenzo, ain't no Mikal Bridges and Odin Anunoby. I can tell you that right now. So I think his job is going to be not so much, how would I say, uber aggressive. He don't have to be uber aggressive this year, going after other people's players. Like Sean Powell said, I think he hit the nail on the head. These guys not going to shut down everybody, but they're going to shut down the majority. I tell you that right now. You're going to have a problem against these linky guys the Knicks got. So I like where they're going with that, man. I really do. And let's hope that he said, Divine, you got to. Yeah, I'm gonna try AP. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna definitely try it, man. I'm gonna definitely get on there and get into these spaces and try to. Because I really would like to get the Anunoby in there. just due to the fact the last bar going out on the song said it's the OG without the Ananobi, man. You know me and my man Brody, you know the show be popping like low key on your Fire TV, that's Cody. So I was like, it's the OG with the Ananobi, man. You know me and my man Brody, the show be low key on your Fire TV, that's Cody. So I would love to get him in there on that joint, you know. So we'll see, man. I'm gonna fight like anything. I'm gonna go ahead and reach out to these guys, man. We see how it goes, but if not, we'll do it the best we can. But yeah, AP, I'll definitely look into it. So see how it goes. But you listen, man, we're gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, everybody got time to do what they got to do to get on their grind tomorrow. Get ready to go make ends meet, man, and all that good stuff. Thank y'all for coming in. Like I said, the next show, the Twitter is up. I don't know why this shit ain't do it now. I took care of everything I thought I did before I came on. But I apologize for all the Twitter followers and all that stuff. But y'all hit us up, man. Follow us on the air. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all know how we get down here, man. This Knicks Real Talk, Divine Shot Power, the chat. Everybody, Joe, my man, good. Appreciate you coming in, my man, Real Talk. Everybody have a great, enjoy the rest of your week. We'll jump in here later on in the week, get some content going. You know how we do, and we'll make it happen, man. Until then, Divine, Shot Powers, the chat is where it's at, and everybody else, let's get it. We out. Knicks Real Talk. We see y'all on the flip side, man. We out, man. Peace.
Peace.
We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for Knicks Real Talk, hobby going live on a televised on the blue skies with we. On that Friday night, the Knicks sit with our Knicks constituents, lift the altar trip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. Knicks Real Talk brand, you know we in this. We and the streets of Manhattan, keeping the action, keeping the people reacting, leading up to Knicks and he getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We see the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. I'm about to get me a nice sight with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We got them getting it popping in the Apple Watch. Let the home, let the popping stopping on the Apple Watch. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cops got a spot to dropping some of the hottest Knick content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triangle jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
we
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
we